What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another build video, and today's build video is going to be all about my standard DPS build for the raid. More specifically, we are talking about Operation Dark Hours. This is the first raid that was introduced into the Division 2 just about 2 years ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the full build breakdown, explain to you why I'm using this build, and then I'm going to show you some gameplay, a couple speed runs. It's pretty simple. Now, for this build, I use this for the Tarmac, I use this for Weasel, I use this for Buddy and Lucy sometimes when we're not using the pistol build, and I will use this not only for generators on Razorback, but also ad control on Razorback. Now I'm going to show you all the gameplay after this build breakdown. It'll make more sense. But let's go ahead and jump into the build breakdown. Here we go. This is your standard DPS raid build. Nothing special. A lot of you already know about this. But for those of you that are new to Operation Dark Hours and you guys want an easy build to put together to do the raid, well, here it is. Now, starting at the top, you're going to use the Survivalist specialization. Reason being is it gives you protection from elites, and it also gives you the crossbow. Now, the crossbow you can use on the generators for Razorback, but I will show you gameplay of me also using this build for ad control during Razorback as well. But it's always good to have the crossbolts. That way, if someone runs out or someone needs you to use it, you have it right there, right in front of you. Now, as far as the weapons, I am using Eagle Bearer. Yes, I am. Now, you get this weapon from doing Dark Hours. You get it from any of the bosses, and you can also get it from the chest at the end of the raid. Now, a lot of you that don't have the Eagle Bearer, you're going to ask, well, what can I use instead of the Eagle Bearer? Well, here are a few options. They're all rifles. So you have the Black Market AKM, Carbine 7, the FAL Para, the FAMAS, the G36 Enhanced, the Honey Badger, or even the Police M4. It's really up to you at that point, as long as you can do some damage and you can do it at a reasonable range. Because some of these enemies, they'll either be up in your face or they'll be 15-20 meters away. So you have to be able to be pretty versatile. Now, for my secondary, I am using a classic M1A. Reason being is those are for those enemies that are really far away that other people are struggling to kill, or they need help, or say somebody goes down and you need to help them out. This really gives you a lot of damage from a long distance. So using the classic M1A is a given. You have Ranger on there with targets out of cover and you're good to go. This one's not fully optimized yet, but I don't even really need to use it. And then for the sidearm, I am using the D50. No real rhyme or reason. Basically, if I can't use the Regulus, I'm going to use the D50. Now this one is God rolled with max pistol damage, damage to targets out of cover, and Ranger. So I can use this for a one-shot build for race well. But we'll talk about that in a different video. So those are the weapons. Now looking at the build overall, it is a all red build. For the talents, I am using Glass Cannon for this, and I am using Vigilance for the backpack. Now, it's pretty standard. The only thing is, for the stats, I'm at 41.6 crit chance and 207 crit damage, just under 105 headshot damage. Now, the reason I am not at max crit chance is because of my mask. So that's a good segue into the deep dives into these gear items. Now, starting off with the mask, this is the Coyote's mask. It is the exotic mask with that talent pack instincts. So based off of the range you are from an enemy, when you hit them, it'll give you and everyone on your raid team a buff. So between 0 and 15 meters, everyone gets 25 crit hit damage. Between 15 and 25 meters, everybody gets 10% crit chance and 10% crit damage. And then finally, for all those enemies that are 25 meters and further, everybody will get 25% crit chance. Now, the reason I am using this mask is that pack instincts will stack on top of each other. So if you have 3 people in your raid team all running the Coyote mask, you can get all 3 procs at the same time. So when you get all 3 procs at the same time, you're going to get 35% crit hit chance and 35% crit hit damage. So that's why I am not sitting at max crit chance, because just by using the Coyote's mask and having somebody else run it, as soon as you get multiple procs, you're already at max crit chance. So that's why I stack into crit damage pretty heavy, because you're going to get more damage. Now looking at this mask, it is God rolled. So you have max weapon damage, max crit chance, and max crit damage. For the mod, I am using a max crit damage mod. Now going to the backpack. This is the Walker Harris & Co. backpack. Now the brand set bonus I get from this build, 5% weapon damage. I already told you it comes with Vigilance. Vigilance increases my total weapon damage by 25%. However, every time I take damage, that buff will be disabled for 4 seconds. Now as far as the attributes, God rolled. We have max weapon damage, headshot damage, and crit damage. For the mod, a max crit damage mod. Going to the chest piece. This is the Fenris chest piece with glass cannon. Now the Fenris group brand set bonus I get from this build, 10% AR damage. For glass cannon, all damage you deal is amplified by 25%. However, all damage you take is amplified by 50. Now as far as the attributes, I have max weapon damage, crit damage, and then 5% crit chance. For the mod, I have another maxed out crit damage mod. Alright, and then the last normal piece of gear is the holster. This is your Grupo Sombra holster, and this one again is God rolled. You have max weapon damage, crit damage, and crit chance. For the brand set bonus I get from this build, 15% crit hit damage from the Grupo Sombra. Now, these last 2 pieces might look odd to some of you, and that's because they are both improvised pieces. Now these improvised pieces you can craft at the crafting bench. So I'm going to go ahead and show you right now while we're doing this. But basically how you want to run this build is you want to have a Walker backpack with Vigilance, a Fenris chest piece with glass cannon, Grupo knee pads, and a Coyote's mask. That way, for the gloves and knee pads, you can craft improvised. So right here, you can see improvised gloves. You can craft these. They come with 3 different attributes and then a mod slot. So just remember that. And then for the knee pads, again, cycle down. Here you go, right here, improvised knee pads. Again, it gives you 3 attributes and a mod slot. So, back to the build. Starting with the gloves. Improvised gloves. So I crafted these and they came with crit chance, crit damage. Now as far as the attributes, I have max weapon damage, max crit damage, and 4.6 crit chance. For the mod, I have a maxed out crit damage mod. And then for the knee pads, max weapon damage, max crit damage, and then 9.1 headshot damage. For the mod, again, crit damage maxed out 12%. So, with that being said, here are my stats. This is for the Eagle Bearer. So I'm sitting at 126.7k weapon damage with 41.6 crit chance, 207 crit damage, and 104.1 headshot damage. Don't forget about the health damage because it is a assault rifle. Now going to the offensive tab, I have 105 all weapon damage bonus with 40% AR damage bonus. So every time I use the Eagle Bearer, I get 145% damage bonus total. Now for the gear talents, remember I am wearing Vigilance on the backpack, glass cannon on the chest piece, and pack instincts for the mask. Defensive tab. It isn't all red build, so these are all bare minimums. I have 726k armor and 334k health. Now as far as the explosive resistance and hazard, they are both at 10%, and that is due to my watch level. So, like I do in all my build breakdowns, my watch level is currently at 1266. That means all of these attributes are maxed out 50 of 50. Therefore, if you are at or above shade level 1000, all of these boxes will be maxed out, and all you have to do is copy and paste my build and you will get the exact same numbers and results. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these attribute boxes will not be maxed out and you will not be able to copy and paste the build and get the exact same numbers. So just remember that. That's your disclosure. And that is the build. This is your standard DPS raid build for Operation Dark Hours. This build will get you through all the content with ease. Now, as far as the skills, I recommend using a Reviver Hive because, stuff happens, and you are using Glass Cannon. So say somebody doesn't kill an ad, they kill you. It happens. So make sure you have the Hive. Now, another thing that is perfect for killing ads in Dark Hours is using the Riot Foam. So you'll see in the gameplay I'm about to show you that the Riot Foam works wonders. Alright, now another disclaimer before I show you this gameplay. I use this build for the Tarmac, which is the very first part of the raid. I use this build for Weasel, which is the second part of the raid, the second boss. I use this build for Buddy and Lucy if we are not using the one-shot Regulus builds. And I use this build for Razorback for both generators and ad control. Now, the gameplay I'm about to show you, I use my Negotiator's Dilemma build for Boomer every single time. I'm going to make a separate video on that. I'm going to show you exactly why I use Negotiator's Dilemma on Boomer. Another video I'm going to make later on, and you'll see in this gameplay, is we actually do the one shot with the Regulus. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in a separate video as well. But this is all about the standard DPS right here in front of you. This will help you walk through Operation Dark Hours ease. So I hope you enjoyed the build breakdown. I'm going to show you the gameplay and then get out of here. So I hope you enjoyed it. I am Kamikazevondoom. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace.
The mortar team is on standby to soften up the perimeter so you can get through. Be ready to move.
The first barrage is on its way.
They've got some kind of active protection system intercepting our mortar rounds. Only a few got through.
Shit. You have to push through, Agent. This is our one shot of this place.
Good. The guys in the middle. Yo, you got an ad looking at you right now?
Agent down.
Unusual energy signature detected.
I've never seen readings like this. Looks like it's coming from the terminal. Get in there and see if you can pinpoint the source.
Yep.
Source of energy signal confirmed.
Seems to be some kind of high-tech defensive system.
It's all over
See
me.
if you can put it out of commission.
Defense system node disabled.
What do you want to note you down?
Defense system node disabled. Defense system reactivating.
Let's hope that system was just a prototype. Head to the hangar and see if you can dig up cargo manifests. We need to know what else Black Tusk has brought in.
I'll pick you up. They're fine. You're a freebie.
Network access point detected.
Patch into that terminal and see what we can find.
Transfer complete.
There's a lot of data to sift through here. Gonna take a few minutes.
Hostile radio intercepted.
The division are on site. Do not, repeat, do not let them touch that plane.
Anything they want to protect is something we should be concerned about. Check out that plane.
Okay, press.
Toxic gas detected.
In the middle.
Air quality acceptable.
Boy Razorback, going to check on Dawson and Carter.
Agent down. Toxicity at critical levels.
Overcharge.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
transmitted. Razorback must be the new mobile weapon system Black Tusk brought in. It's definitely some kind of vehicle, but there's no mention of its intended combat role. But we should blow it the fuck up regardless. Razorback might still be parked in the main offloading area. Head through baggage handling, then the mall.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Rope.
Weasel isn't responding. Assume he's dead.
Copy that. All elements be ready for contact.
Don't take prisoners.
An agent needing assistance. Disrupted. System reactivated.
Be ready for anything. Who knows what other nasty surprises these guys have in store.
Overcharge second alarm, right? Overcharge second alarm. Alright, straight away. You making the call, Rogue? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's gonna be go. That's it. Go.
Yep.
Autonomous security systems activating.
That sounds bad.
Go.
Detected. Agent down.
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah.
Good work. Now find Razorback and put it out of commission.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
It's been a while since I did that.
All secondary systems online. Primary systems at 76%. Anticipate full combat readiness in T-minus 60 seconds. We cannot lose this airport. This ends here.
I'm good. Yep.
Wreck that fucking thing, Agent.
Two ready.
Okay, ready on gens. 3, 2, 1, in and in.
Ready up. 90.
Critical systems exposed.
Alright, gens in and in.
Nah, 3 down.
Hop off, hop off. Everybody hop off.
I got you. Just stay there.
Okay, ready on gens. 3, 2, 1, in and in.
Ready up. 90.
Critical systems exposed. That agent needs assistance.
Shit.
Oh my god. Coming, coming. Chunga 2.
Okay, ready on gens. Ready on gens. 3, 2, 1, in and in.
Oof.
Alright, here we go. What's your time, Kamikaze?
I'm at 60.
Are you
70.
good? You're good. You're good. You're good. Yep, you're good.
90.
Critical systems exposed. Critical systems compromised. Critical systems exposed.
Okay, gens in and in. $80 front for the win.
Missile turrets activating.
Incredible work. You secured the airport and taken out a bunch of Black Tusk's experimental weaponry. A mortar team is on standby to soften up the perimeter so you can get through. Be ready to move.
The first barrage is on its way.
They've got some kind of active protection system intercepting our mortar rounds. Only a few got through.
Shit! You have to push through, Agent. This is our one shot of this place.
Agent down.
Yeah, Doug's on a rampage.
Unusual energy signature detected.
I've never seen readings like this. Looks like it's coming from the terminal. Get in there and see if you can pinpoint the source.
Yep.
Source of energy.
Seems to be some kind of high-tech defensive system. See if you can put it out of commission.
Defense system node disabled.
What do you want to do?
Defense system node disabled.
It's working great! Take out those mountain guns!
Scope.
Shit, sorry.
All right! Hey, you guys been going through 60 damage!
Reactivating.
Let's hope that system was just a prototype. Head to the hangar and see if you can dig up cargo manifests. We need to know what else Black Tusk has brought in.
Go.
Network access point detected.
Patch into that terminal and see what we can find.
Transfer complete.
There's a lot of data to sift through here. This is gonna take a few minutes.
Hostile radio intercepted.
The division
Hit
are on
press.
site. Do not, repeat, do not let them touch that plane.
Anything they want to protect is something we should be concerned about. Check out that plane.
It's in the front.
Toxic gas detected.
Ready, press. Kill, kill, kill.
Boy Razorback, I'm going to check on Dawson and Carter.
Ropes.
Data Isaac transmitted. Razorback must be the new mobile weapon system Black Tusk brought in. There's definitely some kind of vehicle, but there's no mention of its intended combat role. And we should blow it the fuck up regardless. Razorback might still be parked in the main offloading area. Head through baggage handling, then the mall.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Weasel isn't responding. Assume he's dead. Copy that. All elements be ready for contact.
Be ready for anything. Who knows what other nasty surprises these guys have in store.
Autonomous security systems activating.
That sounds bad.
Go.
Explosive CMI detected. Massive overcharge detected. Serious trauma detected. Agent down. System curtailed. Agent out of action. Agent deceased. System reactivated.
Someone's stemming out their bleed.
Someone hold my beer. Hold my beer.
Autonomous security systems activating.
That sounds bad.
Massive overcharge detected. Massive
Charge.
detected. Massive overcharge detected. Critical overcharge detected.
Good work. Now find Razorback and put it out of commission.
All secondary systems online. Primary systems at 76%.
Not yet.
Anticipate readiness in T-minus 60 seconds. We cannot lose this airport. This ends here.
Second here. You're not dropped down yet. You're not changed yet. Yeah, ready to go.
Vehicle designation DDP-52 Razorback confirmed.
Wreck that fucking thing, Agent.
Too good.
Jen's ready. All right, 3, 2, 1, in and in. Eighty, ready up.
Critical systems exposed.
All right, Jen's in and in.
$90.
Gens in and in. %, ready up.
90.
Oh.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Okay, ready on gens. 3, 2, 1, in and in. Bro, come to. That's right. 80. Ready up.
Yep.
Sounds like 3.
Critical systems exposed. Critical systems exposed. Critical system compromised.
Okay, gens in and in.
Jiggy, I do not have the crossbolt for this one.
%, ready up.
Thank you.
Critical systems exposed. Missile turrets activating.
Incredible work. Secured the airport and taken out a bunch of Black Tusk's experimental weaponry. We've got a team to sweep the area and recover whatever they can. There's bound to be intel and equipment we can put to good use.
System restored.
I've got to drop out for dinner, but thank you again, Equals. And